I don't understand where it all started. I wonder whether it was briefing against her and Harry when the other royals, William chiefly, panicked that their wedding was making them too popular.
Yeah.
I really think that's and it got out of control.
She was loved. Meghan Markle was loved for ages, and then there is all this speculation that William and Kate didn't.
I think that's possibly what.
Right, let's get straight to it. This isn't just another headline about celebrity fashion or royal drama. What we're witnessing is a cultural moment that's forcing the UK and the world to look in the mirror and ask some uncomfortable questions. The uproar over Meghan Sussex's new clothing brand wasn't really about fashion at all. Instead, it became a lightning rod for a much bigger conversation, the monarchy's relevance in 2025. Meghan's move, intentional or not, has become a symbol of change, a spark that's ignited debates in living rooms, newsrooms, and even Parliament. The real issue here isn't Meghan's business acumen or her personal choices. It's about the institution she left behind. A centuries-old monarchy that's struggling to justify its existence in a rapidly changing world. Her brand launch has sparked a necessary, overdue critique of the British royal family's legitimacy. Suddenly, people are asking, what does the monarchy actually do for us? Why do we still fund it? And who really benefits from its continued existence? We're forced to question why, in the 21st century, one family is elevated above all others simply by birthright. The idea that someone can inherit not just wealth, but national significance, feels increasingly out of step with modern values. The monarchy, for all its pageantry and tradition, is starting to look like an outdated fantasy. A relic of a time when power was passed down through bloodlines, not earned through merit or service. And yet we still see people bowing, waving flags and treating royalty as if they're somehow different from the rest of us. It's baffling, really, that in an age of supposed equality we cling to these rituals of deference and privilege. Meghan's brand launch didn't just make headlines, it exposed the monarchy's fragility. The institution's foundations, once thought unshakable, now seem riddled with cracks. Every controversy, every scandal, every moment of public scrutiny chips away at the fairy tale. Defenders of the crown often fall back on nostalgia, painting the monarchy as a comforting symbol of continuity and tradition. But nostalgia is a poor substitute for real purpose, and it can't hide the fact that the world has moved on. Every real-world issue, be it economic hardship, political upheaval or social change, pokes holes in the royal fairy tale, revealing the cold reality beneath the glittering surface. The monarchy is no longer above criticism, it's under the microscope. In many ways, the monarchy has become a national pantomime, a spectacle rooted in fantasy performed for an audience that's increasingly aware of the artifice. The costumes, the ceremonies, the titles, they're all part of a show that's losing its audience. It's time to face the truth. The monarchy is an anachronism, a holdover from a world that no longer exists. The ticking of the palace clock is a reminder that every era ends, and this one is running out of time. The debate now isn't about a duchess or a dress, it's about the monarchy's existential crisis, about whether this institution has any place in the future, or if it's destined to become just another chapter in the history books. The genie is out of the bottle, and there's no putting it back. The questions raised can't be unasked, and the answers will shape the future of Britain for generations to come. What purpose does the monarchy serve today? In a world that has moved forward in so many ways, why do we still cling to this centuries-old institution? The sight of royal guards in their iconic uniforms, the pageantry and the spectacle may seem charming, but beneath the surface, serious questions remain. Is this tradition truly relevant, or is it simply a relic of the past, propped up by nostalgia and habit? Supporters claim the monarchy brings tradition and unity, acting as a symbol that binds the nation together. But for many, it stands as a glaring emblem of inequality, a reminder that some are born to privilege while others are not. The divide between the adoring crowds and the protesters highlights a nation split on what the monarchy truly represents. Modernizing the monarchy is like putting a sat-nav on a trebuchet. Impossible. You can dress it up with new faces and fresh PR, but at its core, It remains an outdated system, fundamentally at odds with the values of a modern democracy. No amount of rebranding can change its essence. True modernization means moving beyond inherited power altogether. In a republic, leadership is earned, not inherited. It's a system where anyone, regardless of their background, can aspire to the highest office. Merit, not birthright, should determine who leads us. For the royals, the palace is a gilded cage, luxurious but confining. For the rest of us, it's a glass ceiling, a constant reminder that no matter how hard we work, some doors will always remain closed. The monarchy has become a national soap opera, its scandals and dramas dominating headlines. Meanwhile, real issues, like poverty, inequality and corruption, are pushed to the background, lost in the noise of royal gossip. Today, the monarchy is less an institution and more a brand, spending millions on public relations to maintain its image. Every appearance, every charity event is carefully orchestrated to convince us of its worth. But when we look closer, what real value does it offer? Strip away the spectacle, and the substance is hard to find. The monarchy's supposed benefits vanish under scrutiny. It's time to face the truth. The monarchy is an archaic institution whose time has passed. If we want a fairer, more equal society, we must be willing to let go of the past and build a future where everyone has a chance to lead. The monarchy's cost is staggering. Major royal events drain public funds. While people struggle, millions are spent on pageantry. Public money should fund essential services, not royal extravagance. The monarchy is a financial black hole with opaque figures. We fund a lifestyle most can only dream of. In a country facing real challenges, this spending is morally indefensible. It's time to reassess our priorities. The monarchy's scandals reveal its rot. Prince Charles's cash for honours scandal questioned the system's integrity. Prince Andrew's disgrace with Epstein was a stain on the monarchy. These aren't isolated incidents, they're symptoms of a deeper problem. The monarchy breeds arrogance and corruption with no real accountability. When told from birth you're special, it's no surprise some feel above the law. The scandals are the rule, not the exception. The monarchy is unaccountable to the people it serves. It's a breeding ground for hypocrisy. The monarchy's continued existence is often justified by the deep public affection for the late Queen Elizabeth II. For decades, she was seen as a unifying figure, someone who represented stability and tradition in a rapidly changing world. Her image was carefully cultivated, and her sense of duty was praised by many across the generations. But beneath the surface, this affection is not as universal as it seems. Among younger generations, the monarchy is increasingly viewed as an outdated institution, one that perpetuates privilege, inequality, and a sense of entitlement. Many young people see the royal family as disconnected from the realities of modern life, and they question why such an institution should continue to exist in a society that values merit and fairness. The narrative of the Queen's lifelong service, often repeated in the media, is seen by critics as a carefully managed public relations strategy. While she was praised for her dedication, the reality is that her life was one of immense privilege, surrounded by luxury and comfort that most people could never imagine. In truth, the Queen was more of a national symbol than an actual ruler. Her role was largely ceremonial, with no real political power or influence over the direction of the country. She was a figurehead, not a decision-maker. While many people felt a personal affection for her, that sentiment alone cannot justify the enormous cost of maintaining the monarchy, especially when public funds are involved. The debate over whether the monarchy is worth its price tag is more heated than ever. This has led to a growing generational divide, with older people often defending the monarchy as a cherished tradition, while younger people are more likely to see it as irrelevant or even harmful to a modern democracy. Since the Queen's passing, the flaws and contradictions of the monarchy have become even more visible. Without her steady presence, the institution seems more vulnerable and open to criticism. Her successors, including her children and grandchildren, have struggled to earn the same level of respect or admiration. The public's indifference or even skepticism toward them is hard to ignore. As calls for the abolition of the monarchy grow louder, it's clear that the institution's time may be running out. The idea of inherited power feels increasingly out of step with the values of today's society. In a world that prizes progress and equality, the monarchy stands as an outdated relic, an echo of a past that many believe should finally be left behind. The monarchy debate extends beyond Britain, especially in the Commonwealth. Former colonies see the monarchy as a colonial relic. Barbados became a republic, and Jamaica plans to follow. Prince William's tour highlighted the monarchy's disconnect. These nations reject a British monarch as head of state. The Republican movement abroad warns us at home. Clinging to the monarchy shows we're stuck in the past. Prince William should let the institution fade gracefully. It's time to move forward, not backward. The uniform saga of Prince Harry and Prince Andrew exposed royal hypocrisy. Andrew, disgraced, was allowed a uniform. Harry, a war veteran, was not. The public saw the double standard clearly. Royal protocol bends to protect favourites, not fairness. The monarchy is more concerned with image than principle. It rewards conformity and punishes independence. The uniform debate is a microcosm of the monarchy's failure. It's a system that protects its own and divides public opinion. In 2025, more people conclude the monarchy's time is up.